Let's take a look at one more question. Do you remember what you wanted to be when you grew up or when you were growing up? How many questions are there in one? Yeah, as if there are two questions, yeah? Do you remember? And what did you want to be when you grew up? So let's write in. Do you remember? And what did you want to be when you grew up? Okay. When we combine two questions into one, what happens to the second part? Is it still a question? Let's take a look here. So here we don't have the auxiliary. Also, something happened to the verb. Now it's with ed, but in the original question, it was just an infinitive. So what happens to the second part? It looks as if it becomes, or it acquires, a positive word order. Like as if it's a subject, it's a verb, and this is the rest. So it becomes a positive sentence. Subject plus verb plus object. What do we call such questions? We call them indirect. Why do we use indirect questions? Look, I can ask, what did you want to be when you grew up? So which question is more polite? Indirect or direct, in your opinion? Of course, indirect questions are more polite. More polite. Which of them are more formal? Direct or indirect? Of course, indirect questions are more formal. Okay, let's take a look at one more example. So, can you tell me, could you please combine with this question? Are you happy? Let's compare our results. Can you tell me if oh my God, what happened? So again, do we have a question here in the second part or a positive word order? Yeah, again, we have a positive word order, subject, verb, object, the same, like as if it's a positive sentence. We have something else. Look here, we have if or whether. Why do we use them? What did we start our question here? What do we start our question here with? Yeah, we start with an auxiliary. When we start our question with an auxiliary in an indirect question, we add if or whether. It can be, do you go to the cinema? Can you tell me if or whether you go to the cinema? It can be, did you go out last night? Can you tell me if you went out last night? And so on. They are indirect questions. They are more polite and more formal. Thank you.